Well, hello.
Another beautiful day in North Texas.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Can't get enough of this sun.
So we're in Bridgeport, Texas. We're at the Bay Landing 1,000 Trails. And they've changed their procedures a little bit.
Which kind of threw us for a loop.
It did throw us for a loop.
3, 2, 1, action.
They put us in this spot right here. So normally when we pull into 1,000 Trails Park, we check in at the ranger station and then we go pick our spot out in the park. I mean, it's been like that ever since we've been members for 7 years.
Yeah.
And it was a little weird to us at first, but we've become very accustomed to it. And this time when we pulled in, the ranger at the station said, I don't know if you've heard, but we have new procedures and we're assigning sites now here on a test basis.
One of 3 parks, isn't that what he said?
I think it was 3 or 4, I don't remember. Yeah. And I said, okay, what site did you assign us? And he said, whatever it was. And I said, oh, that's the one with the trees. And he said, okay. I said, yeah, we've tried that before and it's not going to work. So anyway, they had an open spot. We found it and we're now there. But the park is really nice if you take a look outside here. And normally we would stay in one of these sites as we drive by. You can see they're up against the lake and very long, very spacious. But apparently none of those were available when we pulled in. And so we had to find another site. And I mean, we fit.
We did, yeah.
But now that we know the difference in the procedures, we'll pay closer attention to how far in advance we make our reservations, and we'll probably call to find out what spot they put us in.
And we pretty much know the area enough to where we can say yay or nay.
So if you are going to stay in 1,000 Trails this summer, I guess, I don't know how long the test is going to go on, but if you stay in 1,000 Trails Bridgeport, or 1,000 Trails Bay Landing, I guess it is, the one in Colorado.
And there's also one in Washington State.
And one in Washington State. They're trying those 3 parks. They're now running a test to assign sites at those 1,000 Trail parks. So if you weren't aware of that, we just want to give you a heads up. For us, as I said, we'll make our reservations and then call the ranger station about a week later and find out what site they have assigned us to, and that will allow us to determine whether or not we're going to fit or we need to juggle sites.
Yeah.
So anyway, just a heads up to let you know. The other thing that we want to say about this particular 1,000 Trail Park is that this road has been absolutely terrible for the last 4 or 5 years. Potholes that swallow up our smart car.
Yes. If you're leaving, you happen to be someplace at a specific time,
allow another 10 minutes to
at
get out of the
least 10
park.
minutes to get out of the park, because you got to go slow.
It's awful. And they keep saying, well, we're working on it, and oh well, we brought companies in to give us a bid and this and that and whatever, but they never seem to do anything about it except throw gravel on it, and then the rain washes out the gravel and we're back to potholes that swallow up the smart car again.
Within a few days.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Nothing I can do about it except complain.
Yeah.
But as I said, they don't seem to care how badly they beat up our rigs or anything else. So anyway, we're gonna go see our daughter and her family this afternoon and say hello, and maybe I'll coach some baseball. We'll see.
Oh, they love that. it.
Welcome to Thousand Trails Bay Landing.
It's beautiful here.
It is. It's very
I
pretty.
mean, look.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Oh, and by the way, we're here in the spring. So the number one thing we like most about this area in the springtime, the bluebonnets. The wildflowers in the spring in North Texas are absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, and they have orange flowers that are called fireweed that are my second favorite.
Yeah, they're just beautiful. So we're enjoying the wildflower season here in the spring, and we come to Thousand Trails Bay Landing about 2 times a year.
At least twice.
We come in the spring and spend Easter with our daughter and her family, our 2 grandsons, and her husband. And then we also come down on our way south in the fall and spend Thanksgiving with our daughter and her family. And
Which is also her birthday time.
That's
too.
true.
So we can
That's
spend
true.
birthday with her.
so we get a lot of use out of Thousand Trails Bay Landing, and quite honestly, that's the main reason we keep our Thousand Trails membership is for this park. But it's not perfect.
No, it's not.
So to give you an overall view of the park, it is 224 sites. And out of those 224 sites, they have about 19 full hookups with 50 amp and about another 50 sites that have 50 amp and water, no sewer.
Yes.
So it is a race to get to those 50 amp full hookup sites. And they are on one side of the lake.
Oh, should you say where it's at?
Yes.
Oh.
Good point.
Shh, don't tell them.
They are all on one side of the lake, and they are all on a street that is labeled Hollywood Boulevard. And so whenever we used to come in, the first thing we would ask is there anything open on Hollywood? And they just laugh and go, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
But occasionally we've stayed there a number of times, actually.
It's a hit and miss.
It is a hit and miss. But on the plus side, if you don't have a full hookup site, if you don't get sewer, if you have 50 amp and water or 30 amp and water, they do have a pump out service available. I think it's 3 or 4 days a week. And it's only $10 for a pump out service. So
And that's such a great price when you don't want to hook everything up
Yeah.
and bring your slides in and go dump.
yeah, because they do have a dump station available.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's one dump station for 224 sites. So it's a little difficult. But they are open year round.
Yes.
We have been here for Christmas, and it got too cold for us and sleet, and we said we're never coming back here for Christmas. It is north of I-10. For those of you that have followed us, you know we like to be
Oh,
on
there you go.
I-10 or south for our snowbird season, and it's well north of I-10. And it just, we got into sleet and snow and said, nah, we don't want to be here for Christmas.
We love you kids, but we don't love this.
They do have some amenities, and again, we don't pick a park for its amenities because we normally don't use those amenities, but they do have amenities. They have a clubhouse that's pretty spacious. They have activities now and again in the clubhouse. They try to get everybody involved, over the holidays, over Thanksgiving and over Halloween and over Easter and that sort of thing. They do have a pool that's open in the summertime. They have a laundry facility available, which is in the bathhouse building located in the middle of the park that I think we've used once.
We've used it once.
And they have bathhouses with showers. We're going to talk about some of those things in a little more detail here shortly. They also have mini golf.
Mm-hmm.
They have a beach volleyball net set up with sand. They have a basketball court, and they have a fishing pond.
Yes. Oh, and they have a playground area too.
And they have a big playground area. That's true. Yeah, yep. So if you've got kids and they need something to do, there's usually something. But I don't know how many acres this park consists of, but it's huge. And we do a lot of walking while we're here.
Yes.
They actually have I don't remember what they called it, but they have an actual walk that they used to have laid out in the park that was 5 miles long. And we used to do a lot of walking while we were here. They have a really nice dog run that we used to use when we had our dogs with us. So they have a lot of amenities. However,
As some of you know who've been at Thousand Trails, they're not always kept up the way it should be.
this park is in dire need of repair, guys. Is it usable? Absolutely.
Yes.
That's why we still come here. Is it safe? Absolutely. But the pool, we just walked through it the other day. It is in need of repair.
And that was the first time I've seen water in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we the last couple of years was closed because of COVID.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The bathhouse, the showers are atrocious.
Yeah.
They're old. They're dirty. They just, yeah. I wouldn't even try.
No.
The laundry facility is a laundry facility. I mean, what more can I say? But the amenities in the playground and the mini golf and the volleyball sand has got weeds and grass growing up through it. They're going to have to clean that up. So if you can put up with a park that is not perfect, in need of some repairs, and as we told you early on, the road in and out of the park is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And it has been for the last 4 or 5 years. When I said that there were potholes big enough to swallow up the smart car, I was not exaggerating.
No, it would damage our vehicle.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And when we bring the RV in, I don't think I go over 5 miles an hour on that
Oh
road.
my gosh, you guys, it takes us forever to get in.
Yeah.
But we don't want damage
Yeah.
to our vehicles and our RV.
On the plus side, the sites in this park are large and spacious.
It is. I don't think I've ever been to a park that had this long of sites.
Yeah, and I don't think I've measured them. So we are roughly 73 feet long hooked up.
Mhm.
And on the sites along the lake that we like to back into, when we back in, we've got plenty of space behind the RV to drop down our tailgate, our patio. We've got enough space to put the truck in front of the RV. We've got enough room to put the smart car in front of the truck and still have lots of room to spare.
Well, and we have the Can-Am also. So we
Yeah.
usually put the Can-Am in the back
Yeah.
behind the trailer. And that's why I love it so much.
Yeah, the sites are large and spacious and long and pretty easy to back into.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have any pull-through sites. They're all back-ins. But for a big rig, and that's why we're kind of letting you guys know about this park. For a big rig, this is a very, very spacious park. Plenty of room. No tight turns. No real big trees to get in your way, except for some of the sites. The trees are encroaching some on the site itself for width-wise, and they could use some trimming, but they do a pretty good job of trimming them up. I mean, we've seen some Thousand Trails parks where the trees are just growing in amongst themselves and the site is completely unusable.
Yes. And if yours needs to be trimmed, they are okay with you trimming it.
Yeah. So anyway, for big rigs, this is a very nice park. Now, why do we stay here? Well, we already told you, we visit family. We visit our daughter and her family while we're here. The sites are large. It is quiet.
It is.
It is very, very quiet.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it's close to Highway 380. The park actually borders on Highway 380, US 380. But I think it's about a 2-mile drive into the park from the front entrance.
We're close to the airport. We're close to Bridgeport Airport.
Yep.
And so the planes go up and around, but it doesn't even bother us.
Bridgeport, Texas itself is a very, very small rural town. Cute little shops, cute little restaurants, lots of shopping. They do have a laundromat in town. They do have a couple of hardware stores. But you're close to Bridgeport. You're close to Decatur. You're close to Springtown. You're close to Rome. You're close, that whole area northwest of Fort Worth. We're very, very close to. And as I said, it's very, very quiet. Lots of wildlife. Lots of deer in the park. So, if you're watching this video to see whether or not you can fit or should come to this park, it's got a lot of pluses. I just wish Thousand Trails would put some money in their parks and bring them up. I mean, this isn't the only park that we found in this disarray, but the location's good. The surrounding area is awesome. and it's very, very convenient, even to Fort Worth. I think it's about a 45-minute drive into Fort Worth.
Right.
North
So
Fort Worth.
it's close if you need to go to Costco
Yeah.
or Sam's Club or
Yeah.
any of the big shopping centers.
Yep.
It's very close.
So those are the things that we look for when we're looking into a park, and we hope that we've given you some things to think about when considering Bridgeport, Texas, Bay Landing, Thousand Trails. And we're going to try to do some more of these this year if we can. We didn't stay in a whole lot of parks over our snowbird season, but when we do stay in a park, we like to let you guys know how it works for a big rig RV. And if we can fit, you can probably fit as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We want to talk for a moment about our new Facebook group. We made the mistake when we created our Facebook page. I guess we weren't aware, we weren't knowledgeable that you could not start a post on that page. All you could do is comment on our posts. And we kept thinking, why isn't anybody posting on this?
What's going on?
Because you couldn't.
Yeah.
We have now started our Sweet Travels community Facebook group on Facebook. And we just started it just this last week, and it's an overwhelming success.
Yeah, it is. We're so happy you guys all came over, and we can't wait for everybody else to join us. And just bear with us because I'm still tweaking and doing, there's still things I need to do on it, but it's new.
We really encourage you guys to come on over, join the Facebook group, and introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
Our goal for this Facebook group, as it was with our page, and we didn't know that it wasn't going to work that way, but our goal for this group is for you guys to introduce yourselves, ask questions. Hey, I'm thinking of driving from Milwaukee, Wisconsin down to Alamogordo, New Mexico. Can anybody tell me about this route, or what route should I take? Or have any of you been on US 60 between Globe and Tucson, or whatever the case may be? This is hopefully where we can help each other out. We can ask questions, we can answer questions, because there's a lot of knowledge in this community, guys. There's a ton of knowledge, and we want to tap on that knowledge and help each other out.
Yes, and it's not just for an HDT or
No.
a DRV.
No.
It's for every RV out there, from tents to pop-up tents to whatever.
Yep.
Come on over and join the community.
Yep, Airstreams. We had our first Airstream,
our first Airstream.
introduce themselves the other day. Awesome. We love this. We absolutely love it. And just because you don't have an HDT, or just because you don't have a fifth wheel, don't let that stop you from looking at our group, because this group is about like-minded people. I want to give credit where credit is due. Mark and Trish from Keep Your Daydream have always said, start small, but start now.
Yes.
There's no better time to start making memories, guys, whether it's for weekends or a 2-week trip or a 2-month trip, or if you go full time. There's no better time to start making memories, because that's what life's about. We don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. And we really encourage you guys to get out, start exploring if you can. If you can't, we love having you come along on our journey so that we can share.
And still come on over.
Yeah, come on over, introduce yourself. Even if you're an armchair RVer, that's okay.
I like that.
We've all got to start somewhere, guys, and we really encourage everybody. One of the first posts we had when we opened up the group, one of the first posts we had was, and I'm sorry I forgot the name, but somebody introduced themselves with a Grand Design. I believe it was a Solitude. And it was right after we posted our video on RV service dealers, and I made my rant on why they were so terrible. And I forget the name of the person that posted, but they posted a picture of their Grand Design, and I believe it was a dually, and their comment was, we don't have a DRV, we have a Grand Design, we're still looking for a good service dealer. Any of you, and we're full-time, any of you have any recommendations? Those are the kinds of questions that we were hoping that we could get on this group.
Help each other out.
Help each other out, that's right. And again, if we can just get on there and help each other out, we're all like-minded people, and we absolutely would love it if you'd come join our community.
Yes.
Okay, you got anything else you want to share?
No, just if you're on there, just be kind to each other. It's all I ask
Yeah.
because some people
Yeah.
don't know as much as you might.
Yeah, and some people don't know as much as they think they do.
You know those types.
All right. Guys, we hope you've learned something in this video. We've enjoyed creating our group on Facebook. I really have high hopes. It's going to be an awesome community, and we're really excited for you guys to come along and get to know one another. And who knows, maybe we can have a meetup through that community.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
don't know.
fun. Yeah.
One more thing I'm going to mention before we wrap this one up. We're going to start heading north here in a couple of weeks. We've got a couple of stops that we need to make on our way north. We're going to start making our way north here shortly, and we're going to give you hopefully some insight as to our route and why we're doing what we're doing, but we'll share that with you here in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, we're going to wrap this one up from Bridgeport, Texas.
It all starts with an idea.
Turn those ideas into reality, make some memories, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, guys.
That's
All right, we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
right. Bye.